Welcome back to my channel, Madden Backlog Series. Today we're going to discuss the new highly marketed jukes and spins. Now, I saw a problem with it, and it reminds me of Madden 18. And we're going to take a look at both. So, hang in there with me. It won't be long. Okay, here is the question. Were you juked or were you scripted? That's basically all there is to it. So it's not really too much to it. Now, pay attention to number 86 on display. And when he catches the ball and the linebacker interaction. Now, did you see that? See, I discovered this while I'm going through my routine of looking at the plays to determine which play is going to be part of my playbook. So I'm looking at this play and the other plays or whatever. And of course, that can't be completed until they fix the formation sort that they've applied to the game for on your play call screen that affects your play call screen order and your audible order. So now your plays are stuck in the matrix. I believe they sorted it by an ID or something, but they're no longer stacked. Where the first play that you put in your playbook appears in there. I did a video last year, but I realized that it got corrupted when it went up to YouTube. So I'm going to replace that, but I'm also going to show it from Madden 26. But for those who are still in denial, here is my guy, the tight end, squared up with the linebacker. You see him already going to his left. Why is the linebacker going to the left? I haven't even done a juke or spin on anything yet, but he goes right there. Now the spin comes in. Now, you may say, oh, that's just a timing issue. Again, this is something that has been in the game version after version after version. At some point in time, it needs to be fixed, like the other issues need to be fixed. And this matters, because let's say you're the defense, I'm down at the other end, and all I need is 7 yards on third down. That's all I need. And once I get the first down, it means I get to run out the clock. So I get the ball, there's 5 yards. Uh-oh, there's 8 yards. So that's a first down, run out the clock, game over, I win, right? The other scenario could be maybe I need 7 yards to get in the range of my field goal kicker, and you're trying to stop me. And oh my goodness, you could have stopped me there, but now I'm at least a yard inside of that range. Doesn't mean I'm going to make it, but it does mean you had an opportunity to stop, and you got scripted, not juked. You got scripted. And the final scenario I'll give is this is me, fourth down. I need 7 yards to continue to move the sticks to try to get into that end zone. Down by 6. Oh, 8 yards means I get to move the sticks. So do you see what I'm saying? This is not about perfection. I'm a 2K5 guy. And as much as I like the game, they had problems too. I was in those forums back in the day with the sim community, and we will tell you, yeah, there were certain problems, rules, things to look out for with regard to exploits. It wasn't perfect, but it was definitely a good game. And at the time, it was better than Madden. And especially the interaction with franchise. That was just off the hook. Um, so that excuse of perfection is not going to work. And I noticed that the extended marketing of EA, better known as content creators with access to EA, are downplaying the whole simulation of the game, that it might be or come off as arcadish. Well, under arcade mode, that's fine. But sim and competitive, no. Uh-uh. We're not lowering the standards for that. So please don't do that. Don't fall for that. Now, as I told you, I want to show you that this is not new.
Take a look at what he does on his play, or what the game does, because there's no juke really on his play. Did you notice the guy just suddenly just ran out of the play? I've said this before that the jukes and stuff in this game is more so where they move the defender rather than a real juke. It just he'll move him around the ball. So this was supposed to be a shoulder charge, I believe I was trying to do right there. So this is what he did. He just said, oops, let me run out of the way. You can see it. There's what kind of sense does that make, people? And you want to brag about this game and you've got this crap in the game, and that's not stick skills, but somebody playing online or whatever, they would consider that stick skills if they went against one of the AI players of the opposing team.
And that's the other point. You'll have people, gamers, who will be claiming, oh, I did this and I did this. It may have been scripted. Now, don't get me wrong. I've seen some of the movement of the jukes and spins, and I think that so far they look to be better. But that's not all there is to a spin and juke as far as how smooth they look. How they are applied matters. So, if this is what they're doing, then, it's just not going to, it's not going to pass the smell test, so to speak. Because there are going to be a lot of frustrated people if they see that happen in the game. But too many people put their trust in these marketing or extended marketing of EA, and that's why they kind of go up with all this praise. By the end of the month or by the first or second um, patch, they will be complaining. And then you will start to hear people talk about, oh, well, they shouldn't have patched the game because it made it worse. Wait. You mean to tell me this $1 billion company can't patch a game and make it better? It only makes it worse? That's, I'll just end that right there. Until next time, help me to get the word out. Please like, subscribe, and share to help grow the channel. And as always, no monetization